I just had this word come to me. Find Father in Gospel and in Tracts. Yes, he's right in there. The word Gospel, or the word Tracts, contains the word star, which equals Father. And then the word Gospel, you just have to pop off the P. And these are very famous ways to make Father, too. The word star. And then Gospel. So there's a couple things you could do. An OS equals the dead center of Father, and then a GE is a 12, plus an L is a 12 to make the bookends of Father. Or you can choose the other way. You can go an SE equals the bookends, and then GOL equals the dead center. So very famous letters that are glaring to point to Father, the name above all names. So I felt led to make this video. Can you find Father in the Gospel? Can you find Father in Tracts? Gospel Tracts. And then Gospel equals Jesus. It's a very famous way that I've seen God love to glorify Jesus and Father at the same time. Father and Jesus differ exactly by 16, which equals a P. Okay, and so I've seen them do this all the time. Words that equal Jesus and contain a P, pop off the P and you have Father. A penny, okay, like the smallest currency. I got to start memorizing these. The pinnacle of anything, the pinnacle of the temple, the pinnacle of an experience. And so Father's on the end of these, but they equal Jesus. So that's the same phenomenon with gospel. Okay, so we found Father in the gospel, just like in a penny, just like a pinnacle. But so Father is 16 points different from Jesus. Oh yeah, he's also 19 points difference from Christ. So it's very common. I'm seeing that you will see. I'm believing more and more people, as people study this, they will see that God will use a single P or a single S in words so that they contain both Christ and Father in the same word, differing only by the P or the S. So a perfect example is the word stars. Okay, the word star equals Father. Then when you say stars, that equals Christ. Okay, that's like a really obvious example. And Jesus used a hammer. Well, there have been many hammers throughout history. Hammer equals Father. Hammers plural equals Christ. Okay, so the difference of 3's and S, so that's a couple examples. And then I've seen many with P, providing the difference between Jesus and Father. So gospel equals Jesus, pop off the P, the rest equals Father. And we found Tracts. So more glory here in this video. It's great stuff to look for as people find Jesus and Father and Christ and Father in the same words and understand the efficiency of God in doing that. Like, it's so efficient. Like the word London is another brilliant example where the green equals Father, but this time God uses 2 letters to make that 16 offset. So London equals Jesus, pop off the 16. So how would I choose the word Gematria, which equals Jesus? You can do the same thing with the word English, which equals Jesus. Can you pop off 16 to find Father? I know you can, because I've done this. You can pop off all the vowels in Gematria, which is amazing, and the rest equals Father. I think there might be another way of doing it, but that's, yeah, you can pop off an I and a G is another way. That also exists in English. Pop off the I and the G, now you have a symmetrical rendition of Father left over. Okay. And in fact, that's the only way that I currently see to pop 16 points off of the word English to leave Father behind. Just double checking. Yes, it is. So a G and an I makes 16, just like an L and a D, just like a P. So you get an English, you get a Father, Father Jesus combo in the word English and the word Gematria. And so the king equals Jesus, but can you pop 16 points off of that? Ooh, I don't think you can. Oh yeah, you can. Wow. Glory to God. The center 2 letters. So Jesus equals the king, but Father also is in the king. In fact, he takes the bookends. That's the first time I've seen that. Beautiful, because the TH is the dead center of Father, and then ing, the famous ending, is the bookends of Father. Done. So the famous letters, the king, both glorify Jesus and Father at the same time. Both of them are kings. It's just amazing. All right. That's good preaching on that stuff.